A quarter of the remaining undiscovered oil and gas reserves are expected to be in the Arctic region. Today, exploration drilling is limited to areas with sufficient time and weather windows, and where the area is not infested by sea ice or icebergs. To be able to exploit resources beneath the Arctic ice, Aker Solutions is developing a turret-moored drill ship capable of keeping station in managed ice conditions. After a series of successful model scale tests, the Arctic drill ship is ready to be tailored for the specific conditions in various relevant areas. But the Arctic offers challenges like nowhere else. Far away from existing infrastructure, low temperatures, darkness, wind and waves. And of course, sea ice and icebergs. To tackle such challenges, you need competence and experience.
Aker Solutions was founded in 1841 and is part of the proud Norwegian polar history. Since oil and gas was discovered on the Norwegian continental shelf 40 years ago, Aker Solutions has played a key role in developing safe and reliable solutions for this harsh environment. Our next step is the development of a drill ship capable of operation in areas with drift ice and icebergs.
Aker Solutions has taken the Arctic drill ship project a step further from the drawing table to model scale tests in a test basin with model ice. A full-scale vessel will have a length of about 240 meters and its hull will have ice-breaking capabilities. But where a conventional icebreaker will slide on top of the ice, breaking it by the force of its own weight, the drill ship needs to protect the drilling riser from the broken ice. This is secured by a unique and new hull design.
We can see that by observing the bow shape, which is very much designed to break the ice downwards and transport it sideways in operation, such that the broken ice is not transported towards the baseline of the hull and towards the drilling riser, but transported sideways along the ship. We also have a slope along the ship side, extending somewhat below the turret. This is to improve operation in broken ice when we do rotation 180 degrees because of ice drift change.
As the sea ice is drifting, the ship should position its bow against the ice drift direction. When the ice drift direction changes, the ship needs to be able to perform a 180-degree rotation around its turret, still without letting any ice underneath the hull towards the drilling riser. To limit the heel angle, the ship's center of gravity must be kept as low as possible.
Therefore, it is important to locate as much as possible of the heavy equipment as far down in the hull as possible to lower the COG. The other alternative is to make a wider drill ship, but that will increase the cost more compared to having a smart layout as we try to do.
Thrusters, or propellers if you like, will help and secure the turn of the ship when the ice drift direction changes. Special ice-crushing thrusters, or RZ pods, are used so as to be able to operate in ice. Propulsion power will be delivered by electric engines integrated in the thrusters, and they are literally chewing ice when pulling the rear end of the hull sideways. The extensive model tests show that the Arctic drill ship performs as expected, or even better.
I think the tests have verified basically our design and our analysis, and what we always try to do, we put our analysis on the conservative side, and so far we've seen from the test results that that's where we are. We have some margin from the analysis, and that's what we hope, and that shows that the vessel performs as expected. It's able to turn when the ice drift direction is turning, the vessel is turning. So you get the ice coming in from the stern, and the vessel is able to turn in ice without excessive loading. And of course the loading is part of designing for the mooring system, so that's part of the overall safety. Going to the Arctic, we have to be safer than we've been operating in any other place in the world. Any kind of rescue is much more difficult, so we have to make sure that no accidents happen. We think that what we see here and what we are part of developing now is that we promote a safe vessel. We think we have to enter still the Arctic in a stepwise approach. So one cannot go in for the worst condition from the start, but there would have to be training that the crew would have to be accustomed to the Arctic. But we are building on a step-by-step approach, I think.
The Arctic Drillship takes full advantage of Aker Solutions' experience and know-how. We have challenged the design and developed an innovative new concept. Aker Solutions is your right partner for the Arctic.